Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. We're looking at Sunday, March 1st through to Saturday, March 7th. To let you guys know also, if you want to go to a specific reading, a specific part of the reading, I cover 3 areas. I look at general, I look at work, and I look at love. So for example, if you want to watch the whole reading, great. Just go ahead, dive in and watch the whole thing. But if you only want to watch a specific part of the reading, for example, if you just want to see what's happening in love for the week, all you simply need to do is go to the comment section. I've written down when the readings start. So if you want to see love, it might start, for example, if it starts at 15 minutes 30 seconds, you just look for love. It says it there. It says what time it starts. You click into that time and it will take you straight to that reading. All right. So I'm just telling you this because I don't want anyone to sit through the reading waiting for a specific part to come up. If you can just, you know, click into the timing in the comment section and go straight to the area that you want to look at. Okay, so yeah, I'm not on the reading this week. I'm just showing you the cards this week, but I thought it would be really nice just to pop in, say hello, and you know, just tell you about the timestamps and stuff, just to make sure that everybody knows when they can, you know, they have the option to just go to a specific part of the reading if they so wish. Okay. That's it. I want you guys to sit back, relax, and enjoy the reading. If you'd like to order a personal reading with me, guys, feel free to. My website link is in the comment section. It's also in the description box. Or you can just wait till the end of the reading and click into the link at the end of the reading. It'll take you straight through to the website. Enjoy the reading, guys, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care. Bye-bye. Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're going to do your general reading and then we're going to do general, work, and then career. I was using the Tower of the Enchanted Dreams, but I decided that I just wanted to switch it. I just was, the deck felt like it was getting harder to work with because I've used it on so many of the other signs. So we're going to use my trimmed, I don't know which one to use actually. I think that we're going to use my trimmed, no we won't use that one. We'll use my trimmed Enchanted Everyday Enchantment Tarot, which is a lovely deck. So we're going to have a look at your general reading, what the universe has to say generally to you. Okay, Sagittarius, let's have a look then. So what is the general messages this week for you guys? Right, the Temperance card. So the Temperance is all about healing and restoration of balance and equilibrium, but it's also about if you've had a fight with someone, this is about 2 people coming together to sort it out, but also mediation, somebody mediating here. Temperance and the High Priestess. So this is all about intuition here. Alignment, balance, intuition, the High Priestess energy, the King of Swords. Okay, I think between the 2 things, now look at this. We've got High Priestess, which is your intuition, but then we've got a King of Swords. Now the King of Swords is science. Now there's a difference between science and intuition. Intuition is what you're feeling. It's like if I meet someone and I'm like, I don't like that person, you know, there's something about that person, there's something about them that I don't like, there's something that I don't trust, that type of thing. Do you see where I'm coming from? So when you get the intuition intuition is about what your gut reaction is to something, or intuition is what we call the voice of God talking in your ear saying, no, do this, or don't do this, or do that, or don't do that. But the King of Swords goes on facts. So the King of Swords works within a court of law. He would never go with his intuition. You have a murder on the stand, for example. The King of Swords isn't going to say, well, my intuition tells me that you were there that night. It doesn't work like that because the King of Swords is all about facts. So really this is a week for trying to balance with Temperance your intuition along with what's in front of you. So it's fact and intuition. How are you going to balance both things? Because I think this week you have to kind of discern. Be quite discerning concerning a situation this week, Sagittarius. And I think this week is a week for trying to make a decision. It makes me feel like it's a week for making a decision because you've got to kind of try and balance with the Temperance energy, intuition as well as fact. So this might be somebody's done something and you're trying to decipher, did they do it or not? So my intuition tells me that they did it, but where, you know, the proof is that they couldn't have. So I need to be quite discerning this week. the imagination of the Seven Cups energy. I think that you need to imagine yourself as the Six of Wands energy. All right. I think that you need to imagine yourself overcoming something here or achieving something here. Six of Wands is achievement and it's overcoming. It feels like you need to be able to balance out your intuition from the fact. So let's put it this way. With those cards there, it almost makes me feel, Sagittarius, that this reading is saying to you, look, I'll give you an example. It may be this week that you say to yourself, Sagittarius, you know what, I would really like to, I'd really like to go for that job. I'd really like to, I'm sick of my job and I want to go for a new one. I want to apply for this job. My intuition tells me that I would get it because I think that they would like me as a person. You know, I seem to fit the brief for what they're looking for in terms of personality types, and my intuition tells me that I would probably be successful there. But the fact of the matter is, I don't know whether I've got all of the qualifications that they need. So you need to try and balance your intuition with the facts. All right. And I think that when it says that really what it's boiling down to is you need to really imagine yourself being successful or imagine yourself achieving something, because I think that this week for some of you Saggies, you've got a situation in which, you know, your intuition is telling you one thing, but you've got to be realistic with the King of Swords energy as well. So this is about balancing your intuition with being realistic here, but at the same time imagining yourself as having the very thing that you want, if that makes any sense. Let's have a look at the next one. The Ten of Cups is the next one. So the Ten of Cups, third decan in Pisces. Sometimes this can be fantasy, illusion. And sometimes this is actually just about the home, or it's about a cycle coming to a close in a good way. Yeah, I mean, I certainly feel that a cycle is coming to a close. I feel that some of you guys are finally achieving, or you're overcoming with the Chariot. Some of you guys might be going and visiting family, for example, traveling to see family. You've got that Chariot though, and then the Tower. So a cycle is now at an end here. The Chariot, so the Chariot is moving towards, and the Tower is, sometimes this is, I don't want to use the word car crash, but sometimes it is. This is the car and that's the crash. Let's have a look at the next one. Yeah, I feel that there is something that is happening and it has to happen this week. The Chariot. So something that you are moving towards is with the Tower energy, it's going to implode. There's some chaos here. There's some, it feels like just as you're swerving here, something happens to throw everything out. And I feel with the Eight of Cups energy here that there's a release here with the Eight of Cups energy showing here judgment. So I feel that you are on a path of, you're on this path of rebirth. You're actually ascending to another place. Because Eight of Cups is the path. Can you see how the door is open here? So you're on this path of ascent, and you're ascending now. You're ascending to something new here. You're on this path of enlightenment with the judgment energy. You're also on this new path in which there's going to be a huge transformation. This new path is bringing a huge transformation to the life of Sagittarius this week. All right. I see the ending of a cycle. I see with the Chariot energy, you are now moving towards the Tower. All right, and the Tower is the explosion. It's the sudden change. I think that you're moving towards a sudden change here. I'm going to call this the sudden change card, because the Tower is something that suddenly happens. It's the unexpected. All right, this doesn't look like a bad thing. It looks like a good thing, because this path that you're on is going to bring a new life. It's a complete transformation. This path that you're on is completely going to change your life with judgment. All right. So I think that you're moving with this Chariot towards a sudden change. A sudden change is happening here this week. The Chariot is movement. We're moving forward. Sudden changes. A new path. There's a rebirth, change, transformation, a big transformation in this new path. There's a new path you're on. It's bringing a big change. All right. Also, the Chariot is about trying to control things. So the thing that there's a big change here. What you've been trying to control is no longer controllable, I think, with this Tower as well. And I think that what happens here is putting you on a path. The path that you're taking is going to be one of transformation. So it's almost like something that you've been trying to control here with the Chariot, Sagittarius, can no longer be controlled with that Tower. All right, because if you look at the Chariot here, he's trying to swerve, he's trying to control, he's trying to go around those bends. But with the Tower, it's almost like, you know how this feels? It feels like you've been trying to, because the Chariot in this deck for me feels like a manipulation, not in a bad way, but you've been trying to manipulate the road that you're on. So you've been trying, I think, Sagittarius, with this Chariot to manipulate this journey. This path that you're on, you've been trying to manipulate that with the Chariot. You've been trying to control everything, right down to the last thing. But it cannot be controlled with the Tower, because the universe is the Tower. That's how I think, what I think it is. I think the universe is the Tower. I think the Tower is saying, well, you cannot control this. You cannot control what your actual destiny is. Because I feel that this path that you've been trying to control, Sagittarius, the universe is going to throw all of that out. And it's going to put you on a new path. See, after the Tower, there is the new path. After the disruption and the upheaval, because there's an upheaval here. There's an upheaval here. You know, there you are moving along, trying to get everything in your, trying to get everything under control with that Chariot. You're trying to maintain some form of, you know, maintain some kind of control with the Chariot in your life. But then the Tower comes along and it throws all of that out. That's why this is like the car crash combination, because it just throws all of it out. So everything that you've been doing here this week, or going into the subsequent weeks, Sagittarius, it may be thrown out by the universe. Because the universe is trying to, after this upheaval, it wants to put you on a new path. And that new path is your destiny. It's where you're meant to go. It's where you're being called to go. The universe is calling you towards a new path. Because this is the calling card. So you're being called towards a new path. But this is why this is happening here. There is a change coming in. All right? The things that you've been trying to maintain and control and do with the Chariot, it's being torn apart. There's going to be an upheaval on that. Because the universe is calling you towards a new path. All right, we're going to quickly do this reading again. So for the general message this week, Sagittarius, you need to be discerning this week. And you need to try and, with the Temperance energy, you need to try and compromise your intuition as well as your intellect. So you need to kind of work with both of those things this week. But at the same time, you need to imagine yourself as being the victor as well, as being in a place of achievement and in a place of accomplishment this week. There are things that are coming to a close now, this week or into the following weeks. And everything that you have tried to accomplish through that Chariot will be thrown out with the Tower, because the universe is calling you towards a new path. All these dishes behind you are what the Tower wants to get rid of. It's trying to cleanse you of all of this stuff here. This is why everything you've been doing here. Some of you guys maybe thought that you were on this path that was right and that you were finally getting control over it. But the universe is saying, no, we're throwing all of that out, all of it, because it's the dirty dishes. You've still got too much of a blockage there. We need to clear it. So the universe wants to clear. And at the time, whenever this happens, Sagittarius, at the time you're going to think, well, why did you do that? Everything was going great, or things were looking up, or things were doing this, or things were doing that. But the universe is saying, well, no, they weren't. You still had all of this messy, you know, messy dishes behind you. Everything still wasn't. You might have thought it was cleaned up, but it wasn't. It wasn't. And we are doing this because we need to clear the debris for you so that you can be called towards the right path. Because for some of you guys, the path that you think that you're on right now, that you think, oh yeah, this is all right, blah blah, it's actually not the path that you're destined to be on. The universe is trying to give you an awakening probably in the next few weeks. All right, let me just come back with the work reading. Okay, let's have a look for work. What have we got? We've got, wow, you've got the Tower again. Showed up in your general reading, the Tower again for Sagittarius. There's an unexpected thing happening around work. This can suddenly be getting, I'm not saying you're going to get fired, but this can be like a sudden exit or sudden changes or upheavals happening within the workplace showing here. Yeah, I'm getting a sudden departure here. Look, the Tower and the Eight of Cups. So within work, a sudden departure for some of you guys showing here. Okay. Queen of Swords. It could be concerning somebody who's doing this to you. So it's either that you're making a decision to cut off or somebody's making the decision for you. But I'm getting a sudden departure. It could either be that this person's making the decision for you or you're making the decision in your Queen of Swords, guys, cutting off. or it, you know, this can be somebody who's sacking someone. I'm not saying you're getting the sack. I'm just saying a sudden departure, either at the behest of this person here, or you are the Queen of Swords, or maybe this is a friend. Too much pressure, a lot of pressure. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Too much responsibilities here with the Ten of Wands energy. Wheel of Fortune changes. Okay, so we've got a Ten of Wands. Heavy is the head that wears the crown here. Okay, somebody is burdened by, mentally, I think, burdened by all the responsibilities. And there's a change here with the Wheel of Fortune showing up here. The responsibilities are changing as well. So I think that lots of work, lots of responsibilities are changing here. Sudden depart. I mean, it may not even be kind of leaving a job or anything, Sagittarius. It might just be that within the work that you're doing, there is a sudden departure, especially with that Queen of Swords. It could be from your position as the Queen of Swords, because queens and kings often work in high positions. So there may be a sudden departure from your position as the Queen of Swords energy. It may be that your responsibilities with that Ten of Wands are actually changing. So it could simply be that sudden departure from your position. Responsibilities are changing as well for some of you guys this week. We have the Queen of Wands now, another queen showing up here. So the Queen of Wands is somebody who wants more. She's achieved a lot in work, and that's you, isn't it? That's you. So that's Sagittarius, the Queen of Wands. So you're in a good position here with the Queen of Wands energy showing here. Seven of Swords. I get the impression that you're doing things secretly though here with the Seven of Swords energy. Okay. Oh wow, look, King of Wands. Now that Queen wants to be the king. All right, this is someone, when you get a Queen of Wands, she's done really well, but she wants more. She wants to be the queen. So you're secretly, I think some of you guys are secretly trying to do this. You're secretly, because this is doing something secret. So some of you guys may be in secret looking for an opportunity to become this King of Wands energy showing here. Knight of Swords energy advancing. So in secret, you're looking to advance towards that King of Wands. So you're wanting to be in a bigger position here, basically. I'm seeing you, some of you guys secretly trying to advance towards that king. So you're secretly, Seven of Swords, advancing towards being in a bigger position than you are. Because the Queen wants to be the King of Wands. That's the thing. The Seven of Pentacles energy. 2 sevens in the reading. So choices this week. But also sevens mean confidence. So you're feeling quite confident. You do have a lot of choices to make this week. You've got, let's have a look. So we've got a Tower and the 8 of Cups. So I'm seeing a sudden departure for some of you guys from a position here. Responsibilities are changing. So some of you guys, I'm not saying it's a demotion, but some of you guys, it may be that you are, you know, you've been running a project, you're no longer on the project because the responsibilities are being passed on to someone else, that type of thing. Some of you guys, it may be there's a sudden departure from the job. All right. It may be that being the Queen of Wands, secretly you are advancing towards being the king. All right. That Seven of Coins energy here. It may be that you're reviewing though. You're waiting. This is waiting to advance towards the king. So secretly waiting to advance towards a higher position showing here. Okay. So waiting to go to a higher position. So some of you guys, it could be all sorts of things. Some of you are leaving the job showing here. Cutting off from the responsibilities that you hold. There's a big change here. There's been a change of fortune. So some of you cutting off, some of you suddenly leaving a job. You're cutting off from the responsibilities that you have. There's been a change of fortune. Some of you guys here with this Queen of Wands energy here, being the Queen of Wands, you are secretly waiting to advance towards another position. So some of you guys, it might be that you're leaving a job because you've already got something lined up. And for some of you, you may simply be departing or sudden departure from your position here. Your responsibilities, well, they're changing. Maybe your responsibilities in work are being passed on to someone else. And some of you guys are just secretly, as the Queen of Wands, secretly with the Seven of Swords, waiting to advance to a higher position that you're in. All right, you're looking into doing it. You're reviewing how you advance to a higher position. So secretly reviewing how you advance to a higher position. Because that Queen, she's very good at what she does, but she always wants more. And the king is the highest that you will get. So the Queen will always want to become the king in work, especially if you're really ambitious. Let's have a quick look at what the advice is for work this week then. Universe Spirit, what is the advice through the Angels of Abundance cards? What advice do you have? Okay, obstacles and blocks are lifted. That's what it's saying. That flipped out. So Sagittarius, it says, all your good personal work and your positive energy shift, have overcome, previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. Let me read that again. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Makes a lot of sense on that. Lovely. All right, we're going to come back with your love reading. Bear with me. Okay, Saggies, let's have a look at love this week. So we've got the High Priestess. High Priestess in a love reading can be secrets, things that are hidden, but it can also be, with the High Priestess, detachment as well. Let's look at the next one. The Seven of Cups. I'm getting lots of secrets. There's an illusion or a smoke screen. I'm getting a secret and a smoke screen here with this, because this can be a smoke. Seven of Cups can represent smoke, a smoke screen. So I'm getting a secret here and a smoke screen with the Seven of Cups energy. Queen of Coins. Somebody around you is hiding a secret. They're hiding something and they've put a smoke screen up so you don't see somebody else. Because the smoke screen that's been put up is that Queen of Coins. Do you see what I mean? She's on the other side of the smoke screen. Showing here. Some of you guys might be feeling intuitive this week. Your intuition might be telling you that somebody, a partner, is hiding someone else here. They've put up a smoke screen against this individual here. However, this person may be stepping out with the world energy showing here. And the Ten of Swords though. The ending of a cycle though. The ending of a cycle with the world energy. Ten of Swords, something is completely over for you, I think. I think some of you guys, it may be that your intuition is telling you that a partner has put up a smoke screen about somebody else, because that's not you. All right? I think for some of you guys, it's going to be the ending of the cycle there. You've come to the end of the road. Ten of Swords energy showing here. It's done. It's dusted for you. It's over. Let's have a look at the next one. The Ten of Cups. Well, we've got, is it Ten of Cups? No, the Two of Cups. That's the relationship. There is definitely secrecy within a relationship here. We've got the Two of Cups there. Page of Wands energy. So Page of Wands is communication. It's fun. The Six of Swords though. So this page is moving. So it's transitioning with the Six of Swords energy into the Knight of Wands. So it's advancing. Communication is moving towards the Knight. So when you get that six, sometimes this can be something, it's like this carries this. So this is being carried over to this, if that makes any sense to you. So we start off with the page, then we go to the Knight. So we start off with a little bit of flirtation here, and it's advancing towards full-on kind of, yeah, I really like you type thing. So you might find for some of you guys in terms of a relationship, not so much a relationship, feels like there's been a connection that you have to someone for some of you guys. It feels like there's two stories running here. Feels like this is the top story and this is the bottom one. Let's get the next one here. The Four of Cups. There's a lack of interest and boredom though, showing here. But there's a lack of interest. There may be a lack of interest on your part or somebody else's part here. I'm seeing two things in this reading for love. The first thing that I think that I'm seeing here is this. There's your intuition, Sagittarius, tells you that a partner is putting up a smoke screen. So the Seven of Cups means smoke screen, so therefore it also means to hide. So the partner is hiding another individual here. They're putting up a smoke screen against another individual. For some of you guys, it may be with the world energy showing here that for you, this is the ending of the cycle and you're done with that, with the Ten of Swords energy showing there. It's the ending of the cycle and you're done with it. Because I feel that some of you guys, your intuition tells you strongly somebody's not telling you everything about another individual here. For some of you guys, you've got to, you're talking to someone. You're getting to know someone here. There's an emotional connection to another individual that you've been talking to. Just talking to kind of nicely and, it's just innocent talk with the Page of Wands. But it could be transitioning into something full on, a little bit more full on this week with that Knight of Wands energy. But I feel that there's probably a lack of interest in the situation, to be perfectly honest with you. And actually, that Knight of Wands is you, isn't it, Sagittarius? Okay, I think that you're eager for movement forward, but that person, I'm sorry to say, may not be interested. I forgot Knight of Wands is Sagittarius, so I will read this as you. And you're running towards there. Can you see how you're running, Sagittarius, towards that Six of Swords? Now, the Six of Swords can mean forward movement, progress. All right, it's progress, it's advancement as well. So you're eager for some advancement here. That's what you are, because I think some of you guys have been having small talk, Page of Wands energy, a little bit flirtatious talk with a friend, or, you know, someone that you've got to know, or something like that. And I think that you are eager, Knight of Wands, Sagittarius, for forward motion, forward movement with the Six of Swords. But I feel that the person that you're speaking to here, they may not be so inclined, if I'm being honest. Sorry to say that, my darlings, but that's what I'm getting from the reading. And also, some of you guys, your intuition tells you that someone is putting up a smoke screen. I mean, it could go in with this. It could be someone that you've been speaking to with that page, you've been having a lot of laughs and jokes with that page and the Two of Cups, and you're eager for things to advance in this area here. But you may not be getting much reaction. It may be because this person's hiding something with the High Priestess. They're hiding, they're putting up this smoke screen that there's somebody else here, all right? And for them, maybe with this world energy showing here that, you know, this isn't going to go anywhere with you. It's at an end. It's something that's not going to go very far, that type of thing. All right, so this person might be hiding. The reason why they may not be showing much interest is because they've actually put up a smoke screen and they're actually not showing you that there's someone else. Also, that Seven of Cups can be online. So online Seven of Cups dating. All right, so there's someone here that you may be talking to and you're eager to advance things along, but they may not be that interested because they may be hiding with the High Priestess that they're actually doing online dating. They're looking at other people here, one of which is the Queen of Pentacles. Actually, there's two Capricorn cards here, aren't there? Queen of Coins in the World. So actually, when I look at this, can you see how she's stepping out? It just made me think they could be stepping out with that Queen showing there. All right, so with the Ten of Swords, they're actually being very dishonest. They're lying. There's a bit of a betrayal here. So read that way, this could also be you guys have been having small talk, fun talk, flirtatious talk with someone here, and you're eager, being Knight of Wands Sagittarius, to advance the relationship, but there's a lack of interest on this person's part because they're hiding that they've been doing more online dating and they're actually stepping out with a Queen of Coins energy, and they've been betraying you and lying to you a little bit here with the Ten of Swords. All right, they also might be feeling a little bit guilty about that with the Ten of Swords as well and haven't said so. So yeah, sorry about that, guys, but that's what I'm seeing. Let's have a quick look at what the romance advice is. What is the advice that you have for the week in love for Sagittarius? What is the advice that you have in one card? Children. So your love life is being affected by children. Whatever that means for you, it means for you, I guess. All right, or your love life is being affected by a child or somebody who's really childish, I guess. All right, that is your reading, my darlings. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. Have a great day. If you'd like to order a reading, click on the link in the comments section or the end screen. Take care. Bye-bye.